Hello and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. It is lovely to have your company here on this Saturday afternoon in the UK. Whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world, it is lovely to have you join us for this launch day. How exciting is that on a weekend to have a brand new launch? We say a brand new launch, it is actually a relaunch of our fabulous Mini Memories collection. I know so many of you guys at home loved that range when we brought it to you last year, but a lot of you actually missed out when it comes to actually snapping up that fabulous collection of items. So we brought that back for you here today. So it's giving you that second opportunity to actually grab that deal if you did miss out, which is absolutely fantastic. Lots of hints and tips, lots of tuition coming to you throughout the course of this show as well this afternoon. So it's going to be an absolutely fantastic show. So make sure you join us for the full 2 hours because it is going to be an absolute corker of a show, that is for sure. Now it is a weekend, which means we've got lots of fabulous things happening over on the website as well. And yesterday we kicked off an amazing new discount code that you can use over on the website, but just for this weekend only. So it's ending at 11:59 p.m. tomorrow night. So it's giving you just over 24 hours to take advantage of this discount code. So if you pop into the promo code box, the code July20, that's July20 into that promo code box, that's going to give you 20% off the items in your basket, which is absolutely fantastic. Now that does exclude July launches, but anything that's not a July launch, you should be fine to use that code on. But the best part is the fact that it's actually multiple use. So maybe you treated yourself to a few crafty goodies yesterday and use that code on those. You can still treat yourself to a few more crafty goodies today and use that code once again. You'll see that on the homepage of the website. It's telling you there you're getting 20% off your order with the code July20, which is absolutely brilliant. It makes those deals even sweeter, which we are all about here at Crafters TV, that is for sure. Now, talking of amazing deals, it isn't weekend. Brand new weekend means, of course, a brand new weekend deal. Our weekend wonder for this weekend is an absolute corker, and it's been proving so popular already. It's only a couple of hours old, and you guys are already going for it in your droves. Now, with it being our weekend wonder, that means that it goes live on our website on a Saturday morning, and then it actually has to be removed first thing on Monday morning at 10:59 a.m, just in time for our brand new pick of the day to be launched. So it's giving you just over 48 hours to take advantage of this incredible deal. And this one is brilliant because it's all about your storage. So maybe you're thinking you need to have a little bit of a spring clean in your craft room. Maybe it's time to get everything a little bit in order, shall we say, storing everything in their correct places. Then this is going to be the one to go for. But don't just think craft with this. We have fabulous storage boxes that you can be using for storing absolutely anything at all, anything around the house. Perhaps it's going to be some documents that you've got to store. Maybe it's going to be all your sort of stationery. These are going to be absolutely perfect for anything you choose to store. As part of your weekend wonder, you are getting 2 of your Stack and Stash multi-store storage boxes with your crafting essentials that I'll take you through in just a moment for a platinum price of £20 or $28. And even better, with it being our weekend wonder, that means you're getting double points as well, which makes that deal even sweeter. So with our Stash and Stack storage boxes, these are fabulous quality. I mean, so many of you guys this morning were commenting saying, I've got 10 of these, I've got 18, I've got dozens of these. They are so useful. Doesn't matter what sort of craft you do. Maybe you don't do craft at all. These are going to be storage boxes that are super sturdy to use throughout the home, and they're great for storing so many different items. The brilliant thing about these is they're actually completely customizable. So as I take you through to this one, you can see you've got the dividers in there, and the great thing is that you can move those dividers. So whether you want a larger compartment for larger items, maybe it's going to be a small little compartment, maybe for some of your embellishments. However you want to customize this, you can absolutely do that with that incredible system that we've got within these boxes. We're bringing you 2 of these, very sturdy. You've got the clip handles on there. Love the fact that those are purple as well, on brand when it comes to all our Crafters Companion goodies. But as we take the lid off on this first one, and don't forget you're getting 2 of the boxes, we're actually including lots of different crafty goodies within this deal. So first up, we are bringing to you one of our opaque pigment ink pads. This is your Damson Wine. That is included within this weekend wonder. Then to go hand in hand with that ink pad, we're actually bringing you one of our square blending tools. You get the tool itself and 2 of the replacement foams as well. And then one of those things, you can never get too many of these in your crafty stash. These are your pokey tools. They're perfect for your die cutting. They're one of those you have one in your craft room, one in your craft tote, one here, there and everywhere. Can never have enough of these, but you're getting 2 included as part of your weekend wonder. And then finally, another of those crafty essentials, those essential tools that we use day in, day out. They are precision tweezers. 4 different ones in here, all with different tips, so all for different uses when it comes to these tweezers. They are included as part of your weekend wonder. So both storage boxes and all those tools that I've just shown you for £20 or $28 if you're in the Platinum Club, and of course you are getting double points as well. Just wanted to kick off the show with that one before we got into the new launch, just because it's proving so popular. A lot of you guys are telling us already that you've been multiple ordering. Of course, there's no limit onto the amount of those that you can order as many as you like. And as well, or should I have found out this morning, it works with that discount code as well. So pop that July 20 into the promo code box, takes another 20% off that, making that deal absolutely incredible value for money. Now, it is a launch day. It is all about that brand new launch, and what an incredible launch it is. This is our Mini Memories collection. Actually launched for the first time last year. It basically flew out the door. We could not keep it in stock for very long at all. The very exciting thing is, it's actually back in stock. It's quite rare that we do this with one of our ranges, with it not being a core item. It's quite rare that we actually bring things back into stock, but there was such a high demand for this range that we felt we had to bring this back, had to give it its own proper relaunch and really show any of you guys that missed out. It's giving you that opportunity to actually grab this now, but perhaps you're new to crafting, maybe you're new to Crafters TV and Crafters Companion and you've never seen this before. How exciting to be able to get your hands on this brand new launch. Now, of course, with it being a brand new launch, we give you the option of getting all the items, or if you want even better value for money, we do of course have our Showstopper as well. I'll take you through all the items that you get as part of your Mini Memories collection in just a moment, but first up I'm going to show you the couple of additional little crafty goodies that you get if you go for that Showstopper. So we pop the details on your screen for that Showstopper collection. Your platinum price is £60 or $76 even. You're saving over £30 or nearly $40, and that's before you even take off that Platinum Club discount. So you get all your dies and all of your templates. I'll show you the designs in just a moment when it comes to those. But we're also giving you some of our matte black cardstock. This is the stuff of legend. The quality of this is absolutely second to none. It's incredible. It's A4 in size. You're getting 40 sheets included in this pack, and it's 300 GSM, and that's really important when it comes to your construction. I know Michelle will talk to you about this a little bit later as we go through demonstration, but it's construction weight at 300 GSM, which makes it perfect for use with your Mini Memories collection. We were talking about this on this morning's wake-up call, and it was lovely to hear a lot of you lovely viewers at home agreeing with me. Matte black cardstock, let's be honest, is 10 a penny. You can find it here, there, everywhere. You can find it in your bargain shops, in your pound shops. However, the quality of matte black cardstock does differ greatly. You'll pick some up and it looks almost like blue. Some it's nowhere near black, it's more of a grey. Some of them it might not be black all the way through to the core. The quality of this is absolutely second to none. It's black on the front, it's black on the reverse, and it's also black all the way through to the core. It's a beautiful matte black cardstock, perfect for your construction, like we do say. So to get 40 sheets of that included is absolutely brilliant. And then as well, one of our real hero products here at Crafters TV is our Pebeo gilding wax. An incredible name within the industry when it comes to Pebeo. They do all our amazing paints, lots of different finishes, lots of different mixed media items as well. But our gilding wax was actually originally first developed for use in furniture and home decor. We're lucky enough now to have it in the craft industry. You can use it onto your cardstocks, an absolute dream. Maybe you're using it on the edges of pieces of mats and layers. Perhaps you're adding it to embossed designs. It's such a beautifully creamy consistency, as we can see there in the pot. You're getting 30 mils, which, let's be honest, does not mean an awful lot, but let me tell you now, a little bit goes a long, long way when it comes to these. I've had my pot for years and years, and quite frankly, it almost looks like I've never even used it, which is absolutely brilliant because it's great value for money. You can apply it with your finger. That's the way most of us choose to use our gilding waxes, or you can use a little applicator, anything like you use for your inks if you so choose, and just apply that gilding wax. less is more, like I say, and then just buff it off afterwards just with a dry cloth, dry towel, bit of kitchen paper, and that's going to really bring up that shine. We're bringing you the King Gold as part of this Showstopper collection. So those are your 2 additional items that you're going to get when you get your Showstopper. Now I'm going to take you through all of the templates and all of the dies that you get as part of this incredible Mini Memories collection, and my goodness me, there is an awful lot. So what Mini Memories is all about, it's allowing you to create your own albums, your own brag books, anything for sort of preserving those memories. But it also allows you to actually create the housing, those sort of box files as well that you can pop these albums into. So many options when it comes to this range. It's not just about your memory albums, as we'll show you a little bit later on. There's lots of dies that you can be using in your card making too. So first up with your templates, you've got the templates that allow you to create the box file. And now the fabulous thing about these is they are so self-explanatory, so easy to use. Everything is labelled within those templates. So it's telling you that's for the box file. It's even telling you on the tabs that that's where you need to add your glue. It really is an absolute breeze to get working with these. However, perhaps you've never made a memory album or anything like that before. What you'll see on the packaging with these, you do actually get a link to video tutorials taking you through step by step how you can actually create these items. So if you've never created anything like this before, all that tuition is there already. Next up, we have the templates for your drawer casing and your sort of box top as well, all labelled up so you know exactly what you're going to be using each of those templates for. Then we come on to our template for our drawer, and this will all become apparent exactly how everything fits together as we go through the demos with Michelle. Next up, we have our templates for our side unit and for our box unit. Then we have our template for our spine cover, and all you need to do with these is just draw around those templates, whether you're using pencil, maybe you choose to use your heat erasable pens, however you choose to draw around these, it's very simple to do so. Then we have our template for our pocket page. Now this is going to be one that you'll be using in lots of different areas, not just when it comes to your mini memories. This is great for having on the front of your cards, any of your, perhaps it's going to be a gift card holder if you're giving gifts, maybe at Christmas. It's going to be an absolute dream for that, so a very useful template to have when it comes to that one. But then we move on to dies. We're bringing you tons of dies as part of this Showstopper collection. First up are our page edges. Yes, they are the edges for pages for all of your memory books, your brag books, but look at these just as edgeable dies. Use these in your card making. Perhaps you're going to be using them to create your concept cards. Maybe it's going to be gatefold cards. So many different options with all of those different edge designs that you've got, but think of all the different page edges you can be creating just with that one die set. And varying up these sort of style of the page edges really does give your memory books that different finishing touch. Next up, we have our spine and binding. So perhaps you're going to be threading your ribbons and your threads through there to secure your memory album shut. Then you have your items that are going to allow you to create your spines that you add your pages onto as well. Then we come on to our index pages. I think this is going to be another that you'll be using day in, day out with your card making as well as your memory album making as well. Perhaps you're going to be creating recipe card books, little recipe books to pop all your recipes into. That would be absolutely fabulous for that. Then next up, another super useful set of dies. Just think of these as mat and layering dies. Take the element of them being for flip books out of the equation and just think of them as nesting dies, and you'll be using those day in, day out when it comes to your card making. And then finally, another very useful set of dies. These are our decorative accessories. Yes, of course, they're great to be adding on to all of your memory books, your memory albums, all of your mini memories projects, but think of these as toppers for cards, as tags, as embellishments for your cards as well. Just absolutely fabulous set of dies that you'll be using day in, day out when it comes to your crafting. Now, 2 final elements that are super exciting, and these absolutely flew out the door when it came to that launch last year. So many of you guys at home have been asking for us to bring these back, and so I'm so pleased that we've actually got these back in stock, and these are also available individually. So if you want to stock up on these, and perhaps you're going for your Showstopper, but you want to be adding an extra set of these into your basket, absolutely go for that. These have been super popular. Just $6.99 for your 3D box corners. It's a 72-piece collection. This is what's going to allow you to give your boxes that real professional finishing touch. Makes them look really polished and really quality, and quite frankly, makes them look dead expensive. But for $6.99 for 72 pieces, they're certainly not expensive for you guys at home. Then next up, we're also including our hardware handles. How cool are these? 9-piece set. When it comes to these, you get your brads that allow you to actually attach these to your projects, and the handles themselves. Love the fact that we're including both of these hardware items, but like I say, you've got the option to stock up on multiples of those over on the website. Wow, absolutely everything I've showed you comprises that Showstopper collection. All the templates, all of your dies, all of your hardware. Then of course, as part of that Showstopper, we bring you the 40 sheets of your matte black cardstock and your gilding wax as well for a Platinum Club price today of £60 or $76. Wow, an absolutely incredible collection. That's one that you'll be crafting with for years and years and years to come. It's fabulous to be able to actually preserve all your memories in a homemade scrapbook. But of course, like we've been saying already, a lot of those dies and templates you'll be using outside of memory album making as well, which is brilliant. I'm going to say a few hellos just before we go over to Michelle for that first demo. I cannot wait to see these in action. I know Michelle's got some amazing projects once again lined up to share with us all. So who's joining us this afternoon? So we've got Grace on the socials. Again, we have still got Dean and Charlotte in the gallery, and of course I'm joined by Michelle, who we'll see in just a moment. So Donny Yam is saying good morning, everyone from Florida. Tim C is saying hi everyone, how we're all doing. I'm very well, Tim, thank you. Hope you are too. Janda Allen saying good morning from South Dakota. Polly's in from Texas. Vanessa's in from Florida. Stephanie's saying good morning everyone from Farmingdale, New Jersey. Just came back from a walk, warm, sunny and a little breeze. Nice. Does not sound anything like here. Not warm, not sunny. There's more than a breeze, it's quite windy. So yeah, I'm glad the weather's nice where you are, because it's definitely crafting weather for sure today. Ben McCarthy's back saying good afternoon. Pamela's in. Jean Marie is in saying hi everyone. Carletta Morris is coming in from Arkansas. Kirsty D is saying good afternoon crafty friends. We've got Barbara R from Indiana. Rhonda Crowley's Creations is saying hello, she's watching and chatting and crafting today from a lovely Oak Park in Chicago. And then we've also got Evelyn Kiefer saying good morning from sunny Colorado. It's lovely to have all of your company this afternoon, wherever you join us from in the world. And I hope we're going to inspire you with lots of amazing projects that Michelle has got lining up. And I think it's time that we go over to Michelle for that first demonstration. What are you going to show us first?
I'm going to use the flip book.
Ooh, exciting.
Hello. I thought I'd say hello, because I haven't said hello yet.
She's still here.
I'm still here. Flip book. We'll do the flip book. I love this. It's a wonderful part of this huge collection.
It is huge, isn't it? I can't believe the amount you get included.
Yeah, I was just going to say huge collection, because it's just taken Lily the 2 hours of the show to go through it all.
And that's it, folks, and no time for demo.
No demos, no. So this is your main piece that you are going to use for this. What you've got here is this is going to just score for you that side bit, and then obviously it die cuts all around, and each mat has got a lovely decorative layer to go with it. So let's pop that to the side for now, because what we'll do to start off with is we will cut that piece out. So I'm going to bring in my plates. I'm going to tape it in place, and I always tend to do this if I don't want to sort of it to slip, because I have a tendency, when I pick my plates up, I have a tendency to lean them when I pick them up.
Yeah.
So you probably see me always tape down, just purely so that die doesn't slip and I'm wasting card, or it doesn't slip off the card. It's an annoyance, isn't it? So those little annoying things.
Yeah, daft little things.
So let's pop that off. Just put these underneath here. And then, so what you can see is it's give you those two beautiful score lines. So we're going to pop that over and then give it a good burnish.
Lovely.
And then the other one as well. So when I'm burnishing so close to the edge like that, what you'll find that I do is I will have that smaller piece folded under. Because what you're going to find is you've got more control over where your scar line's going to go. If I try to scar it that way, you can't hold it as much because obviously there's not as much there. So the tendency is that it's not going to get a nice, perfect scar line. But when you've got a small tab like that, have it tucked under because then you know that your scar line's going to be nice and neat and straight and crisp. So we've got that lovely main piece for now, and then what you're going to do with the other pieces is you're going to decide on your mats and layers. So let me just pop these back on so I don't lose them. And again, depending on how big you are making your brag book, you can have 4, 6, 8 pieces, entirely up to you. So I've got some pattern paper already cut out with that particular mat layer. So I think what we will do is we're going to go down a size and we'll take that one. I'm going to bring in a piece of white card. I don't think I've cut that. It's a little bit short. So let me just get another piece from just next to me. And then we will cut that down. So just trimming that. Bring in my plate again. Let's pop this on. So my producer, I think I'm like Marilyn Monroe, don't I? My director. He says it sounds like some strong card, and it is. So it's our all-purpose. It's a 300 GSM, which is absolutely perfect for when you're making things like this. It's just all those mats and layers that you're going to add so you've got 300 GSM here, 300 there, then you've got your papers. It all adds up and makes your project then really nice and sturdy.
Certainly does.
So let's bring in some of these. So again, I've been at the plaid pad today.
Oh, at the plaid pad.
That plaid
Do you
pad.
love the plaid pads?
And then let's die cut these with the smaller one. So I've put a couple of pieces there because obviously it's paper, so we're going to be able to cut through more than just that one layer. Take that down and then we will pop that through.
Perfect.
So just creating lots of those lovely mats and layers from this collection. So we've just had well, not me personally, a baby has arrived today in Crafters, not literally in Crafters TV.
Not
but,
literally, no.
You know. So everyone's going to be making some brag books or flip books, things like that. Because who doesn't love a baby?
Oh, yeah, we do love lovely little babies. Yeah, these are going to be perfect for all of your newborns. Perhaps you're going to do one page for 8 each month. You can see the progression as they start to grow up. I think that would be lovely. I know my sister, for my little niece, has a little mat that she has that she puts her on, and there's like all the different like months and years, and you sort of take a picture every week and you put a ring around, so it's like 5 weeks or whatever, and it goes all the way up to 12 years. Don't know how they're going to fit the baby on the mat when she's 12 years old, but we'll find out. But anyway, it would be lovely to take a picture of every time you do those stages and have them in a book like this. It's just such a lovely keepsake to sort of hand down through the generations. But there's so many options when it comes to your memory albums. Whatever you're choosing to capture when it comes to the photos in these, they are so much fun to put together. I know I've made quite a few of my years that I've been crafting, and it's just it's a project that you're not going to sit down and get done in half an hour. It's a journey that you're going to go through. Maybe you're going to do one page a day. Perhaps you're just going to do something blank, and then later on you're going to decide what photos you're going to pop into there. But it's just that joy of building up a project, starting off with absolutely nothing, a blank sheet of cardstock, and ending up with that 3D creation that is something to be really proud of, that you're going to pass down through the generations. There's something so satisfying about that. And the fact that you've got all the dies and templates just makes it super easy to do.
Right, so all I'm doing now is just matting and layering. I'm going to do my first, so this is going to be the main part, my front page, so to speak. So I'm going to pop this on first. For me, it helps me remember which way up it goes, which is the front bit, which is the main bit, so to speak, but you can absolutely die cut them all out, glue them together, and then do this part. It's entirely up to you.
Brilliant. We've had a good question coming from You Expressions by Candy on YouTube saying, what are the dimensions of the square dies that you're using, Michelle, from that die set?
So this particular die, with the tab included, is 5 3/4 by 5.
Okay.
But the largest matte layer square, I think, is a 5 by 5. It is. So that one's a 5 by 5.
Perfect. Thank you. I mean, those are going to be dies that you'll be using day in, day out when it comes to your crafting, won't you?
They are. I mean, you've got to think, these are not just necessarily this flip book. You've got a beautiful set of nesting dies right there that you are going to use all the time because they are just gorgeous.
Certainly are.
So I'm just popping a bit of glue under there because I didn't quite get to the edge.
And is that just our collard tacky glue?
So that's the tacky glue, yeah.
I say just, it is a legendary glue. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, it sticks anything, doesn't it, quite frankly?
Absolutely.
Great glue tab.
Right, so that's my main piece. So my tab's going to go under like that. So that's going to flip up, it's literally what it's called, a flip book. So that's going to flip up. So you've got all your mats and layers that you're going to cut out and put in. I'm going to pop the rest together because I'm going to decide on how my layout is. I mean, you can create a layout however you want. You can have another piece coming down here, and then you could have another one coming off the side. You could have another one at the bottom. You can go quite big because you've got a lovely border there. So it's a 1/4 of an inch. So you've got scope to make these as big as you want. If you want to go really big and that's not enough, then just add some cut out pieces of card in. You're going to very easily quickly get to the point where you can add bits in that are not necessarily have got that tab on because you've got all the elements and then the ability to do it. So I'm going to pop that on there. So I have got a tab and then you've got that border. So just on that tab is where I've popped my red liner tay.
Okay. And you've gone for the 12mm for this one?
I've gone for the 12mm. It
Brilliant.
fits absolutely perfect.
It does, doesn't it? I do think they probably did design that tab with the width of that tape in mind. It's the sort of thing that our product development team would do. They are so clever when it comes to thinking of things like that. So I reckon it's not a coincidence, but it definitely is very useful, isn't it?
I think so, definitely.
We've had a good question coming actually from Hannah Gosling-Smith. She's saying, what is a brag book? Now, a brag book, it is basically like a flip book, a memory book, that sort of thing. And I think, if I remember rightly, somebody once told me the reason why it's called a brag book is because, and I don't know if Michelle knows any different or if I'm wrong, that sort of grandparents would bring it in their handbags, nanans going out, seeing their friends, so they could bring their photos of their grandkids and they could brag about what they look like, brag about their life, having all those memories in a book. Have you heard the same? Have I just made that up, which is quite likely knowing me?
No, that's exactly what I would have said. Because the thing is, yes, definitely, that is what grandmas do. So it was a little brag book that they'd have with all the grandkids in and the kids and the family. Yeah. But also, if you've seen some of the old films where they some of the men as well as the women, they'll pull out like a little wallet and they'll let it drop and all the pictures drop down.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's very much along those lines. Yeah. So again, it's a brag book, it's a flip book, depending on what you want to call it, really.
Yeah, but that's just why it's called a brag book. It's just a memory album, really, just a book to pop your photos in. I mean, we're talking about photos, but it doesn't just have to be photos. It could be a quote book. You could be making your own little recipe books. It could be a little journal. I mean, it's just giving you the tools to make a book. What you choose to put in that book is totally up to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what you're going to find is, so this is going to be my bottom piece. Now what you can do with these two pieces here, so your tab and that little border, is you can leave it on. But what you're going to find is when you bring this one over, it's not going to quite sit flat. Can you see how it's bowing a little bit? It's purely because you've got those two tabs on. That tab is exactly the same width as this one.
Okay.
So it's not going to sit in as snug as you want. So what I tend to do is I will tend to, what have I just done with it? Oh. I did have my trimmer. I will trim those off. If it's a piece that's sitting in the middle, I'm going to trim it away. So I'm just going to bring in my scissors to do that.
Cheryl Ann Brown is loving those scissors. She says beautiful gold scissors. I mean, they're huge scissors, aren't they?
They are. They are huge scissors.
Long.
They're my Sarah signature sewing scissors.
Oh,
so
lovely.
yeah, they're my rose gold ones.
Gorgeous. We do like them.
Right, so I've cut that piece off now. A little bit wonky, but you can't see that because it's black card, so that makes me very happy.
I've
told you now.
I know.
Sort of defeats the
You're
object.
your big mouth, eh? Oh dear.
So obviously that's going to be flatter at that side than it is this side, but what you've got to remember is once I pop these in, and you've got those in there as well, it's going to sit nice and snug together. So exactly the same pieces, we're going to take that red liner tape off. We're going to pop it underneath this middle bit is where I want it. So I'm just lining it up. Making sure it's nice and straight.
And if you're not so confident when it comes to lining up, maybe you find it difficult to get things straight and even that first time round. Of course, we are using red liner tape because it's nice and super strong. It's what you want for your construction. But what you can do is once you've peeled that backing off your red liner tape, just pop a little bit of tacky glue onto where you've got the exposed tape on there, and that'll give you a little bit of wiggle room. Then you'll also have the double whammy of the adhesive from your red liner tape and from your tacky glue as well, but it just gives you a moment, well, like a moment's grace to get that into position so you don't have to get it stuck down right first time, because let's be honest, once you've stuck that red liner tape down, that's it pretty much.
It really is.
We've all been there, let's be honest.
We have. So mine's sitting a lot nicer now. Now what I can do is I can add another one to the bottom if I want to. So I think we will, just so you can see that it doesn't just have to be sort of that X marks the spot shape. So again,
we've got a new viewer.
Oh.
Debbie Howard saying, my first day watching you folks live. Love me some paper crafting. Well, Debbie, it is lovely to have your company.
yes.
We are here every single day, live at 11, 2 and 6 o'clock UK time. Where are you joining us from, Debbie? I'd love to know. Are you in the UK, US or elsewhere? It's always so nice when we've got new crafters joining us. So lovely to have your company, Debbie. Welcome.
Absolutely. So we're going to have that problem again. Can you see, I've added that bottom piece, and can you see how we're bowing out a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
So all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that back out, and instead of having that border piece, so that 1/4 of an inch there, I'm going to fold that flat. I'm going to make sure that it's obviously nice and straight with here. I'm going to fold that flat because when I fold it up, it's just that little bit too high here.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to fold it flat, so it's adding a 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to take a 1/4 of an inch away. So I am going to bring in, I'm going to bring this in.
You will
And I'm
find
just
our
gonna
Violet Studios
take-
paper trimmer over on the website.
Just going to take that 1/4 of an inch off. And then that's going to sit nice and flat now. Let me just give that another score. Where's my score? Scoring tool, because I'm a little wonky. So let's sit that nice and flat there. Give that a nice burnish there. So now that's going to fold over nice and flat. I've still got that 1/4 of an inch there, but it just means that that one's going to come over and it's going to sit nice and neat. So when I bring it over, it's all nice and flat. I've got no bowing. So when you're popping this together, if you feel that you need to take that little border piece off, then absolutely take it off. If it's going to make it sit a lot nicer for you, then go for it. So this is my piece now, you can see. So all we're going to do now is I've got lots of my gorgeous plaid pad paper.
It's not
cut
easy
out.
to say that, is it? Plaid pad.
It's not.
Glad we
It's
get your
not.
teeth in for that one. Whew.
And then we're going to put lots of these elements in here. You're just going to decide where you want to put certain bits. So let's just get these all glued in. You can see, again, the circle one's in here as well, don't forget, that centre one.
Love
All
that.
these are just the mats and layers from that Flip album die set. So then now it's just about decorating it up. So let's pop that on there.
Perfect.
So cute.
Oh,
it's not my
adorable.
baby, by the way.
Oh.
It's one of those...
Stock photo
yes.
babies. It's very cute. Whoever he is, he's very, very cute.
I'm
Got
going to
one of
say, whoever's baby it is, you should be very proud.
those- Yep, you've made a good baby there.
You did
Lovely,
well.
woody little face. Got those little cheeks, you just want to give them a little squidge. Oh, adorable.
So let's fold that up while I glue these so I can reach them.
I mean, look at that one on the left. Look at him there. Oh,
they're so adorable.
Yeah, we do look
How's
a good
your
baby.
sister's baby?
Oh my goodness, she is absolutely beautiful. She's smiling a lot now. So my sister sent me a photo the other day, earlier this week. She'd just woken up and she was just laid there in a little Moses basket, smiling away. It's one of those photos you just see it and you almost feel like crying. It melts your heart so much. It was absolutely adorable. So my little niece Lola May is getting on ever so well. She's over 3 months old now. Can't believe she's that big already. Lots of hair already. Yeah, so she's grown up fast. I can't wait for next time I see her, hopefully next month. But she's doing ever so well. But yeah, this will be perfect to make one of these, and all the gorgeous photos that I get sent daily could all go in here.
Yes, absolutely. And then when you make the all those outer casings and things for this, they can all be stored away on the shelves.
Perfect,
all gonna
yeah.
look great together.
Yeah, you could always have like chapters of the life, couldn't you? So one for the first year, one for the second year, all for the different occasions would be absolutely fabulous. Oh, our Debbie's got back to us, who is our first-time viewer. She's watching from South Carolina in the USA. Well, greetings all the way to the USA, Debbie. Like I say, it's lovely to have your company here on a Saturday afternoon here in the UK. Love to know if you're a new crafter or if you're just new to Crafter's Companion. Let us know.
Right, so for the front, I've got a final little baby. I've got 2023. The possibility, obviously, to personalise these with any specific times and dates, obviously, is all there. So let's decide how we want this on the front now. So I've got 2032, I nearly put 2023.
Oh gosh, I tell you what I did yesterday. So I'm having to fill out some forms, and I nearly put the date, the year and the date. It's 2021.
Oh, did you?
Like, Lily, you're 2 years behind. That's terrible. I mean, 2022 is not great, but 2021, I was like, Lily, come on, wake up. It's 2023. I was like, this is a bit embarrassing, isn't it? Oh dear, oh dear. But yes, definitely 2023. I had to check on my computer. I was like, oh dear, 2 years out of date, not great. It's all going very well.
You'd lost a couple of years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can sort of forgive 1 year, but 2. No.
Yes, no,
Not
that's...
forgiving that. Oh dear, oh dear. I mean, we do so many different alphabet and number dies, different saying dies as well. Check out the website for those. Of course, perhaps you're into your hand journaling, your lettering. You can be personalising these yourself. However you choose to decorate it, just make it really personal to you, and you'll get different results however you choose to decorate. Oh, a good idea from Jeannie Emery, saying you could put the inspirational sayings in each square and to send to someone who needs a little bit of encouragement. Love that idea. Fabulous. Yeah. Love this as well from Laurel. Really, CC gets me almost every time when I watch the demos. I realise I need everything. Well, I'm afraid I'm exactly the same. We do need everything.
Do need everything.
And when it comes to paper pads, we need multiples. So...
Yes, it's just rude not to though, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we say multiples because we don't put a number on it anymore. It's too dangerous. So we say multiples. Quite a large number, shall we say. Oh, and let me tell you, when it comes to Monday's launch that we're giving you a sneak peek at on tomorrow's first look, oh my goodness, the amount of those paper pads you're going to need to stock up on, and the cardstock. It's a stunner. Make sure you tune in 2 o'clock tomorrow, first look. Brand new Christmas collection launching with Sarah on Monday, so not long to wait, but the paper pads in there are absolutely out of this world. Colours are just gorgeous.
So definitely decorate the backs as well.
Yes.
You know, you've got all your separate pieces. If I just open that up, I
love the way you've got like that opening to it. It's that whole journey, is it, as you go through and look at the photos? Yeah,
definitely. Definitely, and don't forget this particular square that I've stuck down, I could leave the top open, unglued, and you could have it so you can pop a picture behind it.
Oh yeah,
because that's, again, you know, I was speaking about the depth. That's not going to add too much depth. It's not going to add too much chunkiness, that when you bring it together, it's still going to close beautifully. So you've got that, there you go.
Oh
Lovely
wow,
little
what a fabulous first demonstration, showing you how you can use those amazing dies within that flipbook die set. Of course, just one of the sets that you've got within this incredible collection. It is your mini memory showstopper. As part of this deal, you are getting all of the templates, all of the dies included as well, that are going to allow you to create lots of different items, perfect for actually sort of capturing some of your memories. And I just want to take you through one of these samples, because it's not just about making the books, it's about making this whole storage system as well. Now this is an absolutely incredible sample. This is by our Nicole, super talented, lovely lady is our Nicole, and this is an absolute showstopper of a sample. So what you can see, she's created that main housing using some of that matte black cardstock. Don't forget, of course, you are getting that included in the showstopper. Then she's used some of her papers. If my memory serves me right, I do believe that is the Secret Garden collection. You know what I'm like for my paper pads, a little bit obsessed. But look what we've got here. So at the bottom, you have got your drawer. Do you know what? It's even better. And it's actually not upside down. So let's pop that in the right way around. But you've got all the templates to create that drawer. Don't forget as well, you do also get the hardware included as part of this showstopper deal. You've got your drawer in the bottom. And then as we move to this top section here, we've actually got our books. So you can see here we've created, I say we, the royal we, our very talented Nicole has created this gorgeous flip book, filled in with some of the accessories that you get within the collection, filled in with lots of beautiful photos. I mean, look how many pages you can get in here. Think of all the different things you could be adding into the centre of here. All of those mats and layers for the photos included within this die collection. All those tags included as part of the dies. All of those circles, again, they're included. Think of all the ways that you can decorate in this, but doesn't it look so professional? And of course, those edges are included as part of that die set as well. You're not needing to cut those by hand. You're not needing to look in your crafty stash for other edgeable dies you might already have. It's all included. And of course, you can be varying up the size of that spine. So look, between these two different books we've got here, the different sizes, the different depths of these two different spines, completely different there. So it's up to you how many pages you choose to add into these. This one being a lot more shallow than the first that we looked at. So it's up to you how you choose to create these books. Aren't they just amazing? But again, using a different edge, a different of those edgeable dies onto this one. Changes up that look and feel completely, doesn't it? From the same collection, you've got two very different looking albums. But the fabulous thing is they both fit into this outer housing unit. The template for the drawer and that outer housing are included as part of this mini memories collection. So yes, it's about creating great albums, but it's also about creating that whole system to store them in. And of course, it's about using those dies separately, perhaps in your card making as well. So you can start to see that the options with this really are endless. Not just about your photos, it's about maybe making quote books, perhaps it's going to be journals, perhaps it's going to be to pop your addresses in, maybe it's going to be a diary. However you are choosing to decorate these, you're going to get fabulous finished results because you've got the hardware included. You've got those templates and you've got the dies. So you know you don't need to do any measuring. You're going to get that perfect sized result every single time. What an incredible collection this showstopper is. All of the dies, all of the templates you need to create these items included. Also getting the 2 packs of hardware that we've just seen on that sample, how they make such a massive difference to your finished makes. And then finally, as part of the showstopper, we're also giving you 40 sheets of your matte black cardstock and your pot of gilding wax as well to make that deal even better. Your showstopper is £60 or $76. That is giving you absolutely everything, saving over £30 or nearly $40, which is a fabulous deal when it comes to your mini memories. Wow, a fabulous first demonstration, a fabulous product. I think it's time to give you a chance to actually check out those baskets. Maybe you're checking out the website with some of those amazing deals and adding on that promo code July 20. That's going to give you 20% off, which makes those offers even better. Let's give you a chance to check out those baskets, and we'll be back in just a moment with even more inspiration from our lovely Michelle. So we'll see you in a minute.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special, 100%, it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. What a fabulous launch day we are having. It's all about that mini memories collection, and what a collection it is. The amount you're getting as part of this range is absolutely incredible. It's super exciting, the fact that we've actually got it back in stock. You guys loved it so much the first time around that we simply had to bring it back. We had so many requests saying, please, I missed out, please can you bring that mini memories collection back? So we are so delighted that it's back on our screens here today at Crafters TV. An incredible collection that comprises dies, templates, your hardware, and if you're going for that showstopper, which is definitely the best way to go, and it's the way that most of you guys are going for this deal today. You're getting both your matte black cardstock, 40 sheets, 300 GSM. I've waxed lyrical about this already today. This quality is absolutely fantastic with your matte black cardstock, 300 GSM, 40 sheets, A4 in size. And then you're also getting your Pebeo gilding wax in your King Gold. Absolutely gorgeous quality with your gilding wax. It's really going to elevate your makes. If you want to add that little bit of opulence, that touch of metallic sort of luster to your makes, that is going to be absolutely perfect. So absolutely everything that I've shown you is part of that Showstopper collection that comes in for your Platinum Club price of £60 or $76. Of course, if you don't want to go for the Showstopper, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you don't want to go for the Showstopper, you can just go for that complete collection, the whole mini memories collection on its own. Check that out over on the Shop the Day on the website. We do have options for everyone, and as well, something I do just want to flag, always make sure you check out that Shop the Day, because something that's proving super, super popular. Perhaps you've got your mini memories collection the first time round and you're actually needing to stock up on your hardware, it's one of those items that we actually had so many people saying, oh, I got the mini memories, but please can you bring back the hardware? We've done exactly that. If you check out the website on that shop the day, you've got both your 3D box corner and your hardware handles. You'll find those over on the Shop the Day website, and you can stock up on those. I'd definitely be multi-ordering those if you can. So we've popped on the bottom of the screen your 3D box corner. So you've got 12 of the decorative corners and your 60 brads as well, which is what allows you to actually pop those onto your card making and your box making projects as well. Reinforce the corners, but also give them that decorative touch as well, which is absolutely brilliant. And then also we have, you'll find these over on the website once again, your hardware handles. Just $4.99 for these. You are getting your 6 brads and your 3 hardware handles. That's what you're going to be popping onto your drawers. That allows you to actually remove those drawers a little bit easier. Maybe you've got some other items that we've got, actually brought on in the past. You know, when you do your easel cards with the drawers underneath, you could be adding those onto those sorts of cards as well. So definitely you want to be stocking up on one of the top sellers today. Super, super popular. You'll find both of those over on the website. So the way you might want to be going, grab your Showstopper, add an extra couple of those in if you can. Definitely going to be smart shopping. Ooh, get my teeth in. Smart shopping that way. Now we've seen that first demonstration using that amazing flip book. I think it's time to sort of continue that journey and learn a little bit more about this fabulous range and how much fun it is to work with our mini memory dies. And in order to do that, we're going to go back over to our Michelle.
I'm going to do the box file. I think we're going to try and fit everything in, show you how to make them all at their basic level, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to make some amazing, fabulous creations. You're going to post them all, you're going to tag me in them so I can see them all, because you know I hate to miss anything.
Oh yes, we're very nosy. I mean, we both the same. I am incredibly nosy. I like to see everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to go through this box file. So you can see I've got mine. You can see you've got those 4 stencils in there. This particular one, this is what I used this morning on my album. So if I bring, what did I do with it? If I bring that in, can you remember this middle piece that we cut out?
I remember it very well. I was here, stood in the very same place.
And then we just scarred it in the middle. That's what we used to scar it with. So I just used my pencil, and then I popped it on my scar board, and I create those 2 scar lines. I've just thrown all sorts in the bin next to me that I don't want to. Right, so you can see I've got 3 stencils. This is the pocket page. And then this is the box file. And you can see that there's 2 here that says box file. When you are stenciling through these, always stencil through them as you can see them and as you read the words. Don't flip one over and stencil it that way. Just because of the way that you pop the fox bile together.
The fox bile? That's a new one. New product launching here on Crafters TV. It is the fox bile.
It's a new one even for me.
Yeah.
The box file together.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
But what we're going to do first is we'll do this one. So I've just got some of our orange textured card. So this is from our 12 by 12 Brights textured cardstock pad.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is I'm lining this side up and this side up at the bottom. It just means you've less bits to cut out if you can line up at the sides as much as you can.
Great tip on that one. That's something I always do. Just make a difference. Those 2 less edges that you're going to have to cut out, just saves you a little bit of time, doesn't it? And you know they're going to be accurate because you know that the edge of your cardstock is straight and at that perfect right angle. So
that's it.
Daft little things like that, doesn't it? Just makes a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got that little dip there, and then we're just going to go all the way round. And these ones here, these little dotty ones, these are what are going to be your scar lines. Now, I don't tend to pencil mark all of those. I will just do a few.
I'll be honest, what I tend to do is I just do the each edge.
Yeah.
The 2 very edges, because you know if you've lined up your scoreboard along the 2 sides, you know you're going to get it.
That's it. That's absolutely it, isn't it?
Again, it's all about saving time, less time on the boring bits so you can spend more time on the fun bits like the decorating, isn't it?
That's absolutely true, so true. So these bits you can cut with your scissors, your craft knife. Some of the elements you can pop onto your guillotine or your
Right?
Yeah.
That one. I'll finish your sentences for you, don't worry. I hope you do the same for me when my mouth runs out. Oh dear.
It's hard to concentrate sometimes and speak.
Yeah.
It's just, there we go. So I'm just going to trim that.
I love this orange colour. It's lovely, isn't it? Really autumnal.
It's a lovely orange in that. So again, there's the brights and the pastels. Not sure if we've still got them on the website.
I don't think we do, because I'll be honest, I wanted to order some more the other day and they weren't in stock. But lots of options when it comes to our A4 linen cardstock, you'll find over on the website.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also
this is quite an old one, isn't it?
They are, yeah. They are, because we did the 8x8 and the 12x12 packs.
We did.
I think at one point I had about 5 of the pastels in the 8x8.
I was the same. I loved the pastels.
Yeah, it's right up my street. I love my pastel colour tone, so I used an awful lot of that. The pink in there was lovely, so yeah, I had about 5 on the go.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I'm going to do now is, however easiest or however is the easiest for you to scar these, but I tend to use this middle one a lot to line that up with, because I know that if I line that side up and that side up, I've got, it's a perfect line.
That's a real top tip that so many of us here on the team, I think we probably all do, I know I do, my scoreboard at home, just in that centre line, just take a permanent marker, it doesn't have to be any sort of fancy pen, just as long as it's permanent, and just mark down that centre point. And honestly, it is so useful to have that point marked out when you're doing your scoring. Definitely a top tip. I know when I first did it, I was like, oh, I don't want to draw on my scoreboard, and I can never rub it off. It's a little bit painful, but honestly, it is so worth doing.
It absolutely is. So again, just scarring those over where I've burnished. So I make no bones about the fact that I'm not the biggest fan of fussy cutting. So that little circle there, you don't have to have that cut out if you don't want to, because when you glue this together, it's just for you to pop things into. So you don't have to have that. If you've got your circle nesting dies, then use those.
Or an old circle punch, if anybody's still got the circle punches.
I was just going to say, yeah.
Oh, blast from the past, that, isn't it?
I think someone mentioned that the last time I was on. I think I was on with Debbie. Someone said I've got a circle punch for that.
Gosh, I remember getting loads of circle punches. It's one of those shapes you just cannot cut by hand easily.
I know.
So I used to have tons. I've still got all my old punches, actually. Gathering dust.
Yeah, I've still got quite a few.
All the little flowers, your border punches. Yeah. Real old school crafting when it comes to your punches, isn't it?
So I start off well, and it's the end bit there. So let's pop it there. It's not too bad.
No, it looks pretty good from here.
Yeah. Like I say, if you struggle with it, there's always a way, isn't there, to get around it.
We've had a good question come in from Ruth saying, what is the cardstock weight that you're using, please, Michelle?
So it's a 300, this isn't, I think this is a 250, 260.
It's either 220 or 240, and I can never remember which. So it's around 250 roughly. So yeah, I'd say for these, personally, I'd go between 200 and 300, really.
Yes, if you're doing, so the main construction, I would do a 300 GSM, and I would not go any lower. So our white card, our craft card.
I believe our craft card is 280, but would still work a treat.
It's still, I know it's that little bit lower, isn't it? But,
but
it doesn't feel it.
Yeah, so I would say you'll be fine with your craft card for your main construction. But for things like your pockets, it doesn't have to be 300. Anything between 2 and 3, I think, should be absolutely fine.
No, definitely. So let's pop that down. I'm going to fold these in. Let me fold, not to my glass, let me fold that one out just to grab that there. And then I'm going to bring that one in. I just keep sticking myself to it. So there we go. So you've got this lovely little pocket. Now what this is going to do, it's going to go beautifully in this little box file that we're going to do now. Or when you've created the whole outer casing as well, it's going to sit on the back of that beautifully also.
Perfect.
So if I bring these two in to show you, you can see, where have my stencils gone? There they are. You can see how easy they are, again, so I've done it in white so you can see better. You're just going to pop them on there, you're going to draw around them. and then you're going to cut them out. So I'm going to bring in the ones that I've already cut out, and you can see that that's how it works. So pop those to the side, and then I have got some lovely patterned paper. Again, we're going with the plaid pad today. Plaid pad fever.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it with the black as well. You might not automatically think to put your pastels with your black, but doesn't it work?
It really does. With the black, it's absolutely gorgeous. So scoring all my pieces, all my elements where you know you need to score, give them a good burnish, and you can see that that's going to glue, so that's going to be the base. And then this side is going to come round the side and to the front, so you can see how it's coming together beautifully. Perfect. So what we're going to do before we do that, I've got my red liner tape all ready, is we're going to pop these on. So again, all I've done is I've used that particular stencil to draw around, and then I've just taken however much you want off of the sides to create that lovely matte layer piece. So if you want to take the 1/4 inch away, then do that. If you want to matte and layer with the orange texture and then the pattern paper, you're just going to do exactly the same. Draw around it and then cut sort of a border away round all the edges until you're happy with that sort of sizing.
Lovely.
So pop that on there. Got that lovely little front bit. We're going to pop on there. I've got to say though, I think I'm nearly running out of this particular plaid pad.
Oh no.
I know, a little bit disappointing.
I think I've used, surprisingly, more of the blue one than the blush one.
I've got to say, I love them both. I didn't think I was going to. So I saw that we was releasing them and I thought, oh, they're nice.
Yeah.
And that was sort of it. But then when I saw them, I was like, oh my goodness.
I think they're one of those that they're so useful. You can use them with so many different things. And I think I was probably the same, thinking, oh, you know, I love me florals, love me butterflies, me subtle prints, me textures, all that sort of thing. I thought, is it a bit strong? Is it a bit harsh? Is it going to clash with certain things? But honestly, they are so perfect to work with lots and lots of different items that you'll already have in your crafty stash. Great for your mail makes as well. Great for kids projects. Great for your teenage projects as well. They're very, very useful paper pads to have in your crafty stash, that is for sure.
So on the back of this particular one, you can see that you've got that circle there. It's very stereotypical for these kind of box files. You don't have to cut that out. If you can freehand that, because we have that craft knife with a tiny little blade that goes around the, round corners, use that. If you've got your dies and you feel like you need to use your dies, then use that. That is what I do.
I'll be honest, I do as well. Yeah. Like, get out those nesting dies.
Exactly.
I mean, if you've got nesting dies with a slight stitched edge as well, that would look perfect.
Would look lovely, yeah.
Maybe with a slight scallop as well, that could look quite nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Mix it up a little bit.
Just using the nesting dies, I've just cut out that lovely border. And then we're just going to pop this together. So you can see, besides the fact that I haven't drawn it out and cut it out, because you saw me draw around one and cut that one out, you can see that they come together lovely.
They certainly do.
Simple, quite easy. Well, very easy. The only thing about these is they just take the time for you to do it.
Yeah, but that's the joy of it, isn't it? It's one of those proper projects that you can sink your teeth into, just sit down and really enjoy seeing that take shape. And of course, this is just a box file. It doesn't have to be used alongside the other elements from the Memories range. It doesn't have to have your memory albums inside there. It could just be storage. You could be adding maybe documents that you need to store within there, maybe some of your crafty supplies you could be storing in these. Don't just think of using everything together. Think of using the separate elements independently as well, and it gives you even more options.
Can be a secret stash of sweets on your desk.
Yeah. I'm just thinking like big bars of chocolate would line up quite nicely.
They would sit in there beautifully.
Could have like a little index filing system for your chocolate. You could have the dividers in. This is the dark chocolate, this is the milk chocolate, this is the white chocolate.
Oh my gosh,
I can actually see myself doing that as well.
So there you go, you can see that that's come together absolutely perfect. So my bottom's glued together, I've got all the sides. Now you're going to pop lots of these in here if that's what you're wanting to do. But if I turn that round, That's sort of how easy and simple it is to pop that lovely box file part of this collection together.
Absolutely love that. Doesn't that come together an absolute treat? And you saw how easy that was to make. Of course, you could be going to town really decorating that if you want. Lots of options with these. But I just wanted to show you another finished sample because, of course, we're showing you the basics of how you can construct these. However, if you really want to go to town and sort of just just change things up a little bit, expand things, then absolutely you can do this. What an amazing sample this is. We've actually supersized this one. So we've got on the left-hand side, we've got 3 drawers in there, but look at those handles. Doesn't that just give that really expensive looking finishing touch onto your makes? Those handles are definitely a must-have when it comes to this collection. So we've got our 3 drawers on the left, and then as we come towards the other side, we have our albums in here. So we've got our box file that we've just seen Michelle making there. We've got one on that side, and then we've also got another of the box files on that other side, but this one we've filled with a memory album. So we've used the dies that we've got in the collection, this time around using papers from our beautiful From Nature's Garden range to decorate this up. Again, the tags that we've got within here included as part of those dies in the collection. All the little banners, those embellishments are included. The edges that actually allow you to create that rounded corner edge to these little books, that die is included as part of that edgeable die set. A super useful die set is that one. Those mats and layers are included in the dies. All of these decorative frames as well, so you don't need to have an awful lot in your crafty stash already. You don't need to already have all those nesting dies at hand to be able to get crafting with this, which makes it great for beginners as well as experienced crafters. And the template to actually create that pocket included as part of this Showstopper collection, and everything is just being sized together absolutely perfect. I mean, look how absolutely wonderfully that fits into your box file there, and then that can just go into your unit. Doesn't everything look so completely smart when it comes to these mini memories creations that you'll be making when you get this home? Of course, you can be mixing and matching, changing this up again. Here we've just used one of the box files on its own. We've not popped the outer casing onto that, but it still works an absolute treat. Here using some of our lovely floral pattern papers, and then just filling it with several of our different little books that we've got here using our Once Upon a Time collection. So it doesn't matter what maybe Sarah's Signature, Nature's Garden ranges you've already got in your crafty stash, you can be working them in with this absolutely fabulous mini memory system. Here we've got one of those little books like Michelle was showing us how to make earlier. We've got our Velcro fastening dots on there. You can be filling this with absolutely anything you like, but look how neat and smart that is when it all opens out. Everything fits together absolutely perfectly. We've taken care of all the measurements, of all the measuring, of all the sort of getting everything to fit. All you need to do is just enjoy that process of actually building these, choosing out your paper, picking what dies you're going to use, what embellishments you're going to use, what's going to be the theme of this book. Is it going to be for photos? Is it going to be for recipes? However you choose to decorate it, that is the fun bit. Adding in your pockets so you've got that interactive element so you can take out the tags. Doesn't that look absolutely fabulous? Adding in different decorative elements onto there. Again, the dies for those edges included as part of the collection. One absolutely amazing range we've got when it comes to your mini memories. It's all about customising those items that you're creating. It's not one of those where we're giving you all the items and this is exactly what you're going to create. We're giving you all the items and we're giving you option upon option upon option. We sort of show you the basics, and talking of showing you the basics, make sure you check out the packaging. On the back you'll find a link to some tutorial videos that are going to show you exactly how to construct those items. What I'd say is start off by following those videos, following the way they're intended if you choose to put it that way, and then think how you can start to put your spin on this collection, how you can actually start to join bits together. Maybe you're going to do multiples of certain items, maybe you're going to be sort of adapting things a little bit. Absolutely, when you've got the confidence to work with this range, you can absolutely be doing that and creating some incredible finished pieces. It is, of course, your Mini Memories Showstopper collection. As part of that Showstopper, you're getting all of the dies, all of the templates that you need to create those range of amazing items, from your casing to your drawers to your memory albums, your flip books as well. But as part of that Showstopper, you're also getting included 40 sheets of that matte black cardstock. We've seen it in all the demonstrations so far, a real crafty essential. And then we're also bringing you that part of the King Gold gilding wax that comes to us from Pebeo, so you know the quality. when it comes to that particular item. Incredible price to get all of that home for just £60 or $76 if you are part of the Platinum Club. Now, I've had lots of amazing inspiration so far already. A lot of you guys at home are saying you're loving these demonstrations. Colleen is saying, wow, lovely collection. Ruth is saying, good morning from Chester, VA. I'm so happy to see that today's show includes a mini memories collection. She's had it for a while and she's forgotten how to use it well. Perfect timing, isn't it, Ruth? I hope we've inspired you. Perhaps you're stocking up on some of your little hardware items as well. Suzette Susie is saying, hi to everyone from Toronto in Canada. And we've got You Expressions by Candy as well. And Colleen is saying she's absolutely loving the demo so far. Talking of loving the demos, I think it's time to give you a little bit more inspiration with Michelle. So what's up next?
So we're going to do the main bit. We're going to start with the box. I'm going to show you how to pop the box together. So you've got the outer casing and drawer template. So you can see that you've got 5 templates in here. And again, they're all...
labelled?
Yes, thank you. I'm going to say they're all instructed up, but they're not instructed up, they're labelled up with the instructions.
There you go, they're labelled with the instructions.
They're labelled with the instructions. So you can see, so I've got the drawer casing box, and that's the main unit. I've got the box unit, which I don't want yet because we're doing the drawer. Box unit side panel, again, don't want that yet. Drawer casing box top, yes, I want that one, and the drawer template, so yes, I want those 3. So these 2 we're going to pop to the side. So again, you can see this doesn't quite fit on here. It doesn't fit either way, does it really? I must have used... just popping this on to see. So what I have done... So some of my tabs, what I have done is I thought I had. Because I was just looking and I was thinking, but I've created this all out of A4 card. How have I done it? I did do this at the beginning of the week. What I've done...
It's a long time ago. You've slept since then.
I really confused myself then. That tab, can you see how my tab is a slightly little bit shorter than that tab there? So that is what I've done. If you've got the 12 by 12, absolutely fine. But this is just going to be a fold tab. So the fact that I've just created mine that little bit smaller really doesn't matter. If you was putting it on a piece of card and you wasn't getting any of that tab on at all, or it was, you know, it was too small for obviously the important bits, then you wouldn't use it. So what I've done is, there is maybe 1/4 of an inch. So I think these tabs are a 1/2 inch and I've created them at 1/4 of an inch so it would fit on to the black cardstock. Again, if you've got bigger card, then you're going to do that. So just so you don't have to see me drawing this out, again, you can see if I pop this on here, you can see how it fits perfectly. And again, they're just that tiny little bit too short. It even tells you fold here, glue here and glue here. These are fold marks and you've got glue marks here. So it even tells you where you need to be gluing.
Oh, perfect.
So again, what we're going to do is, as I always do, we're going to give it a nice good burnish on all 4 sides. If you don't burnish very well, then when you are using your drawers, you're going to find that they're a little wonky. They can be a little wonky if you haven't got those really nice, sharp, burnished score lines. So it's always, for me, I find very important to do that bit. And just trim in there a little bit. Just needs a little bit of a trim. There we go. So making sure, even those tab pieces, because if they're not burnished and you try to glue them over, they want to go back into the place or the shape that they naturally was. So they sort of fight against it. So to give it a nice good burnish, stops that.
Perfect.
Right. So just very much like any kind of box that we're going to pop together, we're going to bring the sides in, we're going to bring these up, and we're going to sort of glue these together. So let me flatten that back out. That truck He's having a laugh today, isn't he?
Yeah. Blimey me.
So,
I'd always think it sounds like a barge coming into the port. I've been told that no, there's no barges around here, Lily. It's definitely a truck. But whoever he is, he's very much enjoying honking his horn today.
He's been a pest today.
Yeah. I wonder if you guys at home can hear. I'm sure you must be able to. It's very loud here in the studio. Let us know. Can you hear the honking horn?
So I'm taking all mine off at once. So don't forget that these tabs here, you're going to pop the glue on the outside.
Okay.
Because we're going to glue them to the inside.
Question we've got coming in from Amali. She's saying, what is the best way to make sure you're making the albums as sturdy as possible? Is wet glue better than red liner tape?
I don't think so.
No?
I think red liner tape is absolutely brilliant. I think if you want to make sure that it's as sturdy as possible, use your red liner tape, add a little bit of your Kalal all-purpose onto the top. And then obviously once that's dried, you've got twice the strength.
Yeah.
But I always find, and I've been doing construction for a very long time, that the red liner tape, it doesn't age and dry out or anything like that.
No.
So yeah.
Yeah, I definitely go for your red liner tape. It's the one to go for.
Absolutely.
And in terms of making it nice and sturdy, just make sure you use a nice sturdy cardstock. So for your main construction, we definitely recommend a 300 GSM.
So we're just going to glue all those tabs in, making sure that this is nice and straight and perfect. And then the red liner tape on the underside of these, all that is to do is just to tape it over. Okay. So hence why it didn't really matter that I cut a couple of my tabs a little bit shorter, because what that does is it gives you that double edge there, which makes it nice and straight. It makes those sides a little bit sturdier as well, just having that doubled over at the top. So I'm going to lean mine on the side, and what I'm going to do is just with my scoring tool, we're going to burnish that nice and well. And then I have got my drawer. And then what we're going to do for this is just on the front, whichever is going to be your front piece, we're going to pop this piece of, again, matching cardstock. Let's pop this on.
So you're using your red liner tape for all your construction, then for your matting and layering, you're just using your all-purpose. That'll do nicely.
Yeah. Any kind of construction, or if I'm creating a card that's got a lot of movement, or an album that's got a lot of movement, my default is red liner tape every single time.
Yeah, me too. It's just super strong. You know you can rely on it.
Right, so we're going to pop that to the side just for now, because those other two stencils that I was telling you about, you've got the drawer casing box top and the drawer casing box main unit. So this one is this one here. So I've got, you can see where I've scored it, and I've got my tab. It even tells me where to put my glue. And then we've got this one as well. So I'm going to bring this one in. I'm going to lay it over the top because you can see that it fits perfectly.
Oh yeah.
So it tells me where to put my glue. So I've put my glue there. I've got glue here and here, which I've popped on. So we're going to pop this together. So where's my pokey tool? I'm going to score those sides first because they're not very well burnished. So give those a good score. There and there.
Oh, Sarah's Creations is saying, Michelle, you always make such beautiful construction items. I always look forward to them. Could not agree more. Michelle is definitely our queen of construction. I mean, your craft longs are always absolutely incredible. Always the most amazing 3D creations.
Thank you very much.
This is definitely right up your street, this range, isn't it?
Right, so before we take any tape off, you're going to have, I'm going to say you're going to have a bit of a play with it. You are, because you're going to be like, how on earth does this go together? So you can see, if I bring those sides up, it's all sitting together nice and lovely. I've got tape there and there, because what that is going to do is that border there is going to sit on the back of that casing. It's going to come over the top and that bit's going to tuck underneath, and then that is what the drawer is going to slot into.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got glue on the inside of this bit because it's going to glue down just like on the drawer box. Drawer box, yeah, and the same there, because then when you are popping your box in and out, you've got that lovely double edge that's not going to fray, it's not going to bend or rip or anything like that. The glue on here, the top and the top, is because that's going to go over the top, and then the glue is on the outside of this side. So if I open it up again and show you, on the bit that's going to be the front, you're going to put glue on these 3 tabs, and it's on the inside because they're going to glue that way. Okay. On the back side of the box, it's going to go on the outside. Your glue's going to go on the outside. So we can fix this to it. And also these tabs here as well. You've got the glue on the outsides and not on the insides. So to make that a lot easier for you to follow, we're going to take this glue off first.
Don't forget as well, there's tutorial videos attached to every single one of these dies that you're getting within the collection. If you look on the packaging, there's just a little link there that's going to take you through to that tutorial video. So of course you can watch this show back as many times as you like. You can watch this morning's Playcraft back as many times as you like as well. But in addition to all of the shows that we've brought to you here at Crafters TV that feature the mini memories, you've got the instructions and the link to those are on the packaging too. So we're sort of holding your hand through that whole process.
Leanne did so when we released these first time, Leanne did the launch and she did some absolutely amazing demos. Very easy and simple to follow. So you can see that I folded those 3 up because they've obviously gone. We're going to take those 3 back pieces off now. I'm going to turn it round and I'm going to pop those off. And again, once you've done this once, and you've remembered that on the front bit, the glue goes on the inside, on the back, the glue goes on the outside. I mean, it doesn't matter which bit is the front or the back, it's exactly the same. You just have to decide for you which is the front and the back. Very easy to come together. So, get rid of all my red liner bits. So this bit here, it's just about 1.5 inches. So this is what's going to go. It's going to sit like that. You can't see, can you? There you go. It's going to sit like that. So I'm going to bring this up. We're going to sort of pop that there and pop that. The only thing is you get stuck to it.
That is the thing. It does stick literally everything, including your own fingers.
Including you, absolutely.
The trick I always do is I always end up sticking it to my glass mat. I'll say, I'll just pop this down here, or I'll just get that into position. Oh, yeah, it sticks to my mat.
I do that so much.
And you think we'd learn by now, but nope, never learn that.
Never learn. Right, so what you can see now is it's like a lid on the top. And then all we're going to do now is, because I've got glue on here and here, we're going to remove that glue, and that's going to stick down, and it's going to give us a slip. Okay, so remembering that I've got glue on the inside of this one. We're not going to fold that one closed yet because it's going to fold over these.
Right.
So again, just taking glue off that side and that side. And if I'd have really thought about it, I wouldn't have done it in black. But again, if you want to go watch Leanne when she launched them the first time, she hasn't done them in black. So you're going to find it so much more easier. You're just going to line this bit up here with that side. As long as you're making sure that that side is lined up, this one should line up perfectly.
Lovely.
And then we're going to fold that in. And this is where we're going to cross our fingers and make sure... Oh, my glue. Do you know, that's the second time that's happened to me today. I've popped my tacky glue, my all-purpose.
Yeah.
And my, it's drooped.
Oh, no.
It's just not so... It's very warm in here, though, so I'm just thinking it's taking longer to dry. And rather than laying it flat, I've stood it up, and it's gone all saggy.
Oh dear, nothing worse, is there?
Don't need that. Don't need saggy bits, do we?
No, definitely not.
Let me just line that up a little bit better. There we go. So let's check that that is going to go in and out perfectly.
Certainly is.
It does. So the only other thing we're going to do now is we're going to pop that on the front.
Oh, it has to be done, doesn't it? Doesn't that finish it off?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to buy this. You will absolutely probably measure this to within an inch of its life.
Oh, I certainly wouldn't. It would be a by-eye job. I don't want to be measuring.
I've got my pencil. I've marked where my little brads are going to pop through.
That
and
looks
again,
pretty central to me. Looks good, I think.
Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, I had an eraser somewhere. Oh, it's right there. Because I've popped this together, I have popped my holes through before I put it together. So I always get my eraser. I'm going to pop it behind there. Get rid of that red liner. And I'm going to use that with my poker tool to prevent it from stabbing myself in the finger.
Always a good tip.
So if you, very much like me, you forget, you've popped it together and you think, how on earth am I going to poke a hole in without stabbing myself, then that's exactly how you're going to do it. So each of these have got a tiny little brad and a little hole. I'm going to pop that on there and just give it a good press. And then that one in there. Bear with me. These can be a little fiddly, can't they?
Certainly worth it though. Once you've got that on in the end, it looks absolutely fabulous. It really does finish it off, doesn't it?
It really does. I love things like this.
It's like, what do they call it? Ephemera. Although it's ephemera, yeah.
There we go. So let's pop that in there, and you can see that it slides in very nice and easy. Now what you're going to do is you're going to make 2, 3, 4 of these and glue them all together. You've got a little drawer set, and then you can pop the outer casing on the top. If you just want a little drawer set, there's one next to Lily, but that is just how easy it is to pop your little drawer together. And you can see it comes out very easily. But the only tip I would say is, if you struggle to remember, then write it on here. So you know it says glue here and it says fold here. So obviously you can write on here with a Sharpie to let you know that this side you need to glue the outsides of the tabs, and on this side you need to glue the inside. Besides that, that's the most difficult thing I think about that, isn't it? Just
Absolutely.
remembering one side's outside, one side's inside.
So quick and easy to put that together, isn't it? Doesn't it look absolutely fabulous? So lovely and professional looking as well. Absolutely love that project. Just one of the sort of parts of that incredible mini memories collection that you can start to build together. Of course, you'll be doing multiples of those drawers. You can then be adding those to the outer casing, bringing in those box files, bringing in your albums as well, starting to really build that system together. But you've got everything included as part of this collection. You've got all of the dies, you've got all of the templates, you've got all of the hardware, and you've just seen what an incredible difference it makes bringing in that hardware when you are putting together your items with this collection. Don't forget, as part of your Showstopper deal, we're also bringing to you 40 sheets of that matte black cardstock. You're part of your King Gold gilding wax as well, all included as part of your Showstopper for £60 or $76. An incredible deal. You're saving over £30 or nearly $40 across that full range. It's the full collection. We've brought it back. We launched it last year. It absolutely flew out the door. You guys absolutely love that collection. So we have brought it back, especially especially today here at Crafters TV. Super excited about it. Maybe you've never seen it before, then now is the time to grab it while you can, while we've got it in stock, because you know what happened the first time round. It flew out the door. Of course, don't forget as well, if you are shopping the website this weekend, do make sure you pop that July 20 code into the promo code box. Anything that's not a July launch, you should be okay to use that code on. And of course, even better still, it's multiple use, so you can use it as many times as you like to get that fabulous 20% off. Now we're going to give you a chance to check out those baskets. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes for that final just over half an hour left on this 2 o'clock show for even more deals, even more inspiration. But while you check out your baskets, we'll show a little bit about Club Inspire.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place. Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some. We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. We're approaching now our final segment of this launch day show, and what a show it's been already. So much inspiration shared from the fabulous Michelle, showing you just how easy and how fabulous it is to actually get crafting with our Mini Memories collection. We are of course talking all about our Mini Memories relaunch, bringing it back into stock for you guys, especially today, that complete collection. And of course, if you're going for your Showstopper, you're getting not only even better value for money, but we're also including that matte black cardstock and your gilding wax as well. All the templates, all the dies included you need to create the most incredible brag books, little scrapbooks. It could be inspirational little journals that you're creating, the outer housing, the drawers, those box files. So many different projects you can be creating when you get your hands on this amazing Mini Memories collection. That complete collection as part of the Showstopper, coming in that Platinum Club price of £60 or $76. You will find that over on the Shop the Day on the website. If you're not wanting to go for the Showstopper, if you're just wanting to go for that complete Mini Memories collection on its own, you'll also find that over on the Shop the Day page over on our website. And perhaps you've already got the Mini Memories collection, but you're wanting to stock up on the hardware, being your box hardware handles and your 3D box corners. Of course, you'll find those individual items over on the website as well. So options for everybody when it comes to our incredible Mini Memories collection. Now, without further ado, I think it's time that we got over to Michelle for this final demo. She's going to show us even more inspiration when it comes to our Mini Memories collection. So what have we got next?
So let's finish off that outer casing. So again, using the same stencil set as for the box, we're going to create this piece here. So bringing in that particular die, again, you've seen me stencil around these and cut them out, so you don't need to see it again. But you can see this says box unit back panel. And it tells you exactly where to glue. So I've glued on all 4 of my tabs. And again, so these are the side panels, so box unit side panel. And again, you know where to pop your glue. So you're going to need 2 of these because it obviously needs to go all the way round. So if I pop those to the side, so what's going to happen?
What is going to happen? You tell me. What's going to happen? I don't know.
So what's going to happen is, it's very much like if you was popping a box together, you know, or a bag.
Oh yeah.
You know, you've got those 4 pieces, and then what it's going to do, it's going to create that. And then this piece is just going to sit in the back. So that's literally all you're going to do. We've just die cut 2 of those out. So let's take this. Oh, I'm throwing everything away.
Oh dear, it's on the floor, it's in the bin.
I know, there's all sorts in this bin. It's a good job it's just a paper bin, isn't it?
Isn't it really? Blimey.
Right, so let's, that tab at the side, we're going to remove and we're going to pop on there. Let me do it that way so I can make sure I get it straight. Just holding that at the bottom. And then, there we go. And then we've got this one as well, so that one there. And again, you make sure you score, mine's just a little wonky, make sure that you score these nice and straight. Because that tiniest little bit that you can be out at the top, by the time you get to the bottom, it's a huge amount. So there we go. And again, I'll always pop it both ways to make sure it goes flat, nice and lovely. So there's a couple of ways you can do this, whichever way you find easiest. I've popped glue on these tabs as well as these ones. So it's glued on the inside of here. So what we're going to do is, I'm not going to take my red liner tape off yet. What you're going to do is fold all these over, because you're going to pop it in. And let me just trim that corner just a little bit. So it's always that benefit to not taking your red liner backing off too soon. You need to make sure that it's going to fit in lovely. So you're going to slide it in. You're going to pop it down, and then when you turn it over, it's going to be nice and secured and glued and perfect. If you struggle doing that bit, I mean, with all the extra tabs, it adds all that extra security for you and strength. If you struggle doing that bit, then get this piece and pop it over the back instead. You're going to be covering it with mats and layers anyway, so it just depends on how you feel that you can do it. Doing it this way, it just allows it to sit on the inside. You've not got tabs and things that you need to cover up. It sort of, you know, hides all those. It just hides all your tabs, basically. It just makes it nice and neat and tidy.
Lovely.
So I'm going to take all the tape off of both of these, and then we're just going to pop it in. Now again, if you want to take the tabs off of this, and before you've attached all this together, so imagine I've got my 4 panels laid out. If you want to attach that to one panel and then bring it over and attach it to the other, and then bring it over and attach it that way, does that make sense?
Yes.
If you want to do it that way, then do it that way. As long as if it's making the job hard and making you not want to do it, then there's no point. You find a way that's easiest for you and go with that. So this is the bit where we have to be careful we don't get all my sides stuck together. So really, I didn't need to glue these at all. Okay. By doing that, I've made it a little bit difficult for myself. So let me just pop those down, and we'll do it again. And again, do you know what Leanne tends to do is before she takes all her red liner off, she does like a little dog's leg, where she just bends a little bit over, and then you can go in with your pokey tool. So it's entirely, there's many different ways to do it. I'm trying to do this without putting my head in your way.
Oh, Emma's let us know that she's ordered the Showstopper extra handles, box corners, red liner tape, and she used the 20% off code, and she had other things in her basket as well. Emma, that is smart shopping. Definitely a great idea to stock up on extras of the handles and the box corners as well. It's one of those that you'll be using lots of those to really elevate your make, so definitely good shopping there. For when it comes to Emma's order, loving that, and using the 20% off code as well. Don't forget, this weekend only, ending at 11:59 p.m. tomorrow night, we do have that 20% off code. If you pop July 20 into that promo code box when you are checking out your baskets, that's going to take a nice 20% off of your order. As long as it's not a July launch, you can absolutely use that fabulous code, and as well, you can use it as many times as you like. So don't worry, if you used that code yesterday, maybe you're picking up items to go alongside that brand new template library, and you've already used that code. You're probably thinking, use that code, Lily, unfortunately I can't use it again. Absolutely not. That code is multi-use, so use it as many times, use it and abuse it across the weekend to get 20% off your orders, and that is going to take that price down even more, which is absolutely fantastic. So July 20 into that promo code box is going to take that 20% off of your order, which we are absolutely loving.
So I've cut my tabs off.
Okay.
I was fighting with it, and
do you know
the air
what?
was
What's
turning
the point?
blue
Make
over
it
here.
Make it easier.
So I've took the tabs off. I've just got the squares, because what I did was I got carried away. I've glued those in there, and I've glued this one, and I really didn't need to.
Okay.
So I've just cut my tabs off. I'm going to stick that in there. Ta-da. Look how easy that was.
Oh, just like that.
This is going to be covered over.
Yeah.
We're going to pop some mat and layers on top of that. Let's remove that.
The thing is, it's like, why make life hard for yourself? If you can find a shortcut, if you can find an easier way around, then absolutely go for it. And sometimes deviate from the instructions if you need to. I mean,
absolutely.
Perhaps the first time you make it following the instructions to the letter, but then you'll find your own way.
Absolutely.
You can go your own way. No, I won't start singing.
Love that song.
Yeah.
So that's how it's going to fit. So you can see it's absolutely perfect. I was fighting a losing battle by having the glue on both of those tabs. Didn't need it. Look how easy that's made it for me. So all we're going to do is we're going to glue these together. So I'm going to pop some glue on here, and we're going to stick that on the top. And then what I've got here is I've got some lovely patterned paper, but I've matte and layered it onto some black card. Because what's going to happen then is these are going to go down each side, and it's just, again, it's going to add extra strength to this box attaching it to that unit. So let's pop this wet glue on, even though it's not been playing today.
Oh, let's see if it can redeem itself in this final 15 minutes. Come on, All Purpose, we believe in you. Don't let us down.
It's, yeah, it's been taking just an extra while to dry.
I wonder why that is.
I think it's just to wind me up.
Yeah, I think it probably is, to be fair. I mean,
A bit like your kids sometimes. Why are you doing that? Because it's funny. To be fair, though, I'm the same sometimes, especially with my husband, Ben. Is it awful that sometimes I enjoy just tormenting him a little bit?
He'll be watching, so Ben.
He's watching. It's like a little bit.
Little
Do you
bit,
mean a
more than
lot?
that.
So I'm going to revert to this because this is going to give me a nice quick hold while that glue attaching those two together is going to really sort of go off. So let's pop that on there.
And when we talk about glue going off, we don't mean as in like mouldy cheese sort of going off. We mean in terms of it sort of setting and getting to stick. So I know if you're a new craft, you think, you want the glue to go off? Oh, blimey, what happens to old glue? Don't worry, guys. It doesn't start smelling like a Stilton or something awful like that. We're talking about it actually going off in terms of sticking and setting. Can you imagine if you were watching for the first time, you never heard that before, you think, my goodness me, what's all this going off all about?
Of course, yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, we do have some new viewers today.
We do,
as well,
absolutely,
don't we?
yeah. We had Debbie joining us. We have new viewers all the time. She's always super exciting.
So finally, the last piece is going to cover all those inner workings up. And again, if I was at home and I was creating this, I wouldn't be using my red liner. Absolutely brilliant for mats and layers and things like that. But if you've got a construction piece, I would definitely be using the wet glue, red liner tape. I'm purely just doing it for speed, because besides the time. So you've got all your mats and layers. Again, you cut all your little squares out, decorate this up however you want it. Let's pop that final one on top. We don't want that. Not wearing any patterned paper.
Nice everything mashing and coordinating, just makes it look really professional and finished.
That's it. And I would do all the innards as well, personally. I would do it with matching card, things like that. But you can see, and again, I've got my little drawer. You can have 2, 3, 4 of those. It comes together. Let me stand it up and turn it round for you. You're going to decorate it. You're going to bring this in.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to sit in there lovely. So is this.
Yeah.
So is this. And then on the back, can you remember this little pocket that I made?
Oh, yeah. Remember it well.
That goes on there. You can have one of those glued on there if you want. And then again, you've got that extra storage on the back to be putting anything in there that you want to. So if I turn that around, besides me making a hash of trying to get that back bit in, which was my fault, not the die and the stencils, I just double glued, didn't need to. Besides that, how easy and quick have these come together? Let me stand that up. There we go.
Absolutely, wow, absolutely love that. Incredible demo showing how you can use all of the different elements separately and then bringing them all together to create the most incredible finished showstopper. And talking of showstoppers, that's exactly what you can get when it comes to your Mini Memories collection. So you've got your Mini Memories showstopper bundle, which comprises all of your dies, all of your templates that are part of that Mini Memories collection. As part of the Mini Memories collection, there's also those hardware elements, so the handles and the box corners, those are included. And then finally, as part of your showstopper, we're giving you the matte black cardstock and the gilding wax all included. That is coming in for a price of £60 or $76 if you are part of the Platinum Club. An absolute showstopper of a deal. I mean, the name sums it up absolutely perfectly. Certainly is a showstopper. Back in stock, we are relaunching it today after it sold out in its launch about a year ago now. It must be, at least, maybe even 2, might be getting on for 2 years. Time does fly. And no, Lily, we're not in 2021. If you saw the start of the show, I thought it was 2021 the other day. It's actually 2023. But anyway, by the by, our brand new back in stock Mini Memories collection. It's proved so popular today already, as well as the collection you will find. So you've got the option of the Showstopper that we've just shown you, and we've also got the option of the dies and templates on their own. It's completely up to you, and we also have all the individual items over on the website too. So if you are wanting to be picking up extras of those hardware and they're proving super popular, then you'll find those over on the website as well. Now, we've had some incredible demos from Michelle in this show. We've also had some incredible demos on this morning's Play Your Crafts Right. I think it's time to get in our vote for demo of the day. Of course, that demo of the show, we've only sort of got one. We've got that full unit, so that's going to go into demo of the day. So Michelle, have you got both of your items lined up and ready?
I have. I just brought, so I already had one of these cut out, so I've just popped them both in there to show you. Actually, I've got both of those in there, and if I just move that one out, I've also managed to fit that in as well. So it fits in absolutely lovely, but that's what it looks like with both of them in there. So number one was the brag book that I did this morning. This morning? Why do I keep saying this morning?
I don't know. No concept of time. I mean, it could be worse. You could think it was 2021, so you know.
Absolutely. So we've got that lovely brag book, which is number one, and then number two is the drawers.
Oh, choices, eh? One or two, what's it going to be? Time to get those votes in. And that will be our demo of the day. And I've got a funny feeling Michelle's going to win it today. I don't know, just a feeling in my crafty waters, but we shall see when we announce the demo of the day in just a moment. Now, we have got lots of more amazing things that you'll find over on the Shop the Day on the website. And just to finish the show, we want to actually show you a few more incredible deals that we've got for you to actually choose from. Don't forget as well, check out the website. If you see the homepage of the website, you will see on there you've got that promotion code, which is July 20. That's going to give you 20% off any item, individual items within your basket, and that excludes your July launches. But anything else, you'll be absolutely fine to use that promo code on. And the fabulous thing about that July 20 code is also the fact that that can be used multiple times. So maybe you shopped yesterday and used that code. You can be shopping again today and actually using that code once again, which makes it even better. But that is only valid until 11:59 p.m. tomorrow night, so not much longer to go when it comes to that code. Don't forget as well, we've got that amazing weekend deal, or weekend wonder deal that we showed you. Check out the website for that one. That ends at 10:59 a.m. on Monday morning. That's all about your storage, so check out the website for that one. Now, we've got some amazing deals when it comes to your ink pads. These are great for actually inking the edges of your cardstock, maybe just to finish off your backgrounds. Maybe you're going to be doing ombre effects, perhaps it's going to be a letter pressing. We've got a collection of 8 different water reactive inks that are coming to you for a platinum price of £28.75 or $43.15. 8 different ink pads, and they're all part of our water reactive range here. What that means is they're water reactive. They react with water, which allows you to create lots of different techniques. You can actually watercolour with these, so just squidge that colour out onto maybe a glass mat or your craft sheet, then use a water brush or a wet paint brush. You can pick that colour up and start to watercolour with these. 8 different colours, so you've got your Bordeaux. Next up, love this colourway. Yes, it does always make me hungry. That's the gorgeous Plum Jam. Then we have got a very useful one, which is our Noir Black. You'll be using that time and time again, that is for sure. Then we have got our Baby Blue. Love that one. Very useful. The darkest of our greens within the range is our Pine Tree. Great if you're going to be doing your distressed vintage and age looks. That's our Sandstorm. Get your teeth around that one, Lily. Then we've got our Damson Wine, and then finally we have got our gorgeous Parakeet. Lovely bright blue colour when it comes to that one. 8 of your different water reactive ink pads come to you from Spectrum Noir. You know and love the quality of our Spectrum Noir range. Great ink pads for lots of different techniques. £28.75 or $43.15. Now, staying with the theme of Spectrum Noir, it's all about our glossy highlights when it comes to this next collection. These are so useful. They're absolutely brilliant for adding depth, dimension and interest to any of your creations. They're almost like a liquid enamel, so you're going to add these to anything that you choose. Perhaps it's going to be Rudolph's nose you want to add a little bit of shine to. Maybe it's going to be the cherry on the top of a cupcake that you really want to add that gloss to. These allow you to do this. You have got that solution in there, that glossy highlights, clear liquid. That dries. It dries both 3D and shiny. Fine nozzle on these allows you to get into all of those detailed areas if you so wish to really get into those precision areas. Pack of 2 of these with your glossy highlights going in today if you're in the Platinum Club for £7.18 or $8.38, which is fabulous value for money for 2 of these. You're saving 25% on these, which is absolutely brilliant value for money. Now we have got the vote in for demo of the day, and let's be honest, unsurprisingly, demo of the day it is going to demo number 2. We knew it.
Thank you very much.
It's amazing. Love that.
And they're nice, easy to put together, but what they are is a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
The brag book or the flip book, your memory album that I did earlier, and these absolutely a lot of fun. So
yeah,
thank you.
Love that. Absolutely love that project. Brilliant demo of the day, that is for sure. So many lovely comments coming in from all our great viewers at home. It's been brilliant to have all of your company on this Saturday afternoon here in the UK. I'm hoping that you guys are inspired and I'm hoping that you guys are maybe picking up this collection if you haven't before. So we've got Kathy saying, Michelle, you make demos look so easy. Love the way she explains how to do it so I can understand. So thank you, Michelle. Couldn't agree more, Kathy. She is a fabulous teacher, very talented and lovely lady is our Michelle. Bonita's saying, oh, she's so glad that we relaunched this because she bought it years ago and she's never used it. Well, now is the time. Now you know how. Get it out of the box and get crafting. I'd love to see what you create. Gladys is saying about that last demonstration. Great demo, Michelle. And Lois is loving the project, saying thank you to Michelle. Now, it's not just Michelle that's very talented. A lot of our viewers make the most amazing creations, and Maggie Fielding has actually sent us in a picture of something she's made with the mini memories. Look at that.
I love that. That's gorgeous.
Wow, Maggie, that is absolutely stunning. Goodness me, I thank you so much for sharing that with us because that is absolutely beautiful. Oh, we've got even more pictures coming in. This is coming in from Barbara. Look at that.
Oh, I love that.
Love the papers on that. Doesn't that look different?
How different do both of them look?
They really
just
do.
By the papers.
Just goes to show, just change up your papers and it looks completely different. Oh, I presume that's a book that's inside.
Ooh.
Loving that.
Oh, I like that.
Wow, 2 amazing
Demo
projects.
of the week there.
Wow, absolutely. Gosh, it goes to show how talented our amazing crafters at home are. Thank you so much for sharing with us your makes. I absolutely love seeing what you guys make. Let's be honest, not just because we nosy, but we find it super inspiring as well. We get so much inspiration from you guys at home, which we absolutely love. So keep on sharing them. Now, this show, of course, has been all about our mini memories. And let's be honest, the best way to go when it comes to grabbing that collection is the Showstopper. Best value for money, and you get even more included, which we absolutely love. So as part of your mini memories Showstopper collection, you're getting all of the dies and all of the templates that you need in order to create the most incredible finished pieces. I just want to bring in this one to show you once more. You've got everything you need to create this incredible Showstopper that we've got here. You've got all the templates that's going to allow you to create that outer casing. You have got the templates that will enable you to create that drawer. How smart does that look? As part of that collection, we're also including the handles as well. Doesn't that just finish it off incredibly? And then we're also giving you all the templates that is enabling you to create the elements. If I could get it out, the elements that we're seeing at the top here. So you can create all of these amazing little brag books that we've got here. Look at this, even including the dies that will cut that edge there. You've got different options for your edges as well, so you can really mix and match and change up the look of these. As many pages as you want, just change up the size of that spine. Yep, of course, we're giving you the dies needed to create that spine as well. You can see the difference in those 2 books. Exactly the same collection, but changing up the number of pages in there will change up your look and feel and size of your books, depending on how many pages you want to pop into there. Isn't it absolutely incredible that you can create something as show-stopping, as amazing as that once you've got your hands on that incredible mini memories collection? So many options when it comes to these. It's not just about making mini albums, it's about making the outer storage. It's about making your box files. Maybe that's going to be storage for your crafty items. Perhaps it's going to be storage for receipts, for invoices, for documents. Of course, you can be using it in that way if you see fit. Maybe you're going to be popping your albums into those books that you're creating. Maybe it's going to be a recipe book. Maybe it's going to be a journal. Perhaps you're going to be using, maybe you've got some of our older mindfulness quote stamps or chalkboard stamps. Perhaps it's going to be a quote book and you'll be using it in that way. Honestly, the options when it comes to this range is absolutely endless. We've just seen a couple of those photos from our incredible viewers at home showing just changing up those papers, how it totally changes that look and feel of the creations that you'll be making with your mini memories. Full collection, everything included, and the Showstopper you get in your black card and your gilding wax for a Platinum Club price today of £60 or $76. Absolutely fabulous value for money when you can see all the sorts of options that you can be creating with this amazing range. However, if you want to go for the other offer that we've got over on the website, if you don't want to go for the Showstopper, if you just want that core mini memories range, that's 38 dies, 9 templates, 12 decorative corners, 3 handles and 66 brads. That comes in for a Platinum Club price today of £53.59 or $63.96. Both options, whichever one you choose to go for, incredible value for money. Thank you to Michelle. It's been an absolutely fabulous couple of shows today. Michelle, do you know when you're back?
I'm at Hobby Maker next week, and then I've got 2 weeks off because it's the summer holidays for the kids.
So we'll be seeing you in a few weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's been lovely to spend the day with you here.
Yes,
so
you
inspirational as ever. I'm back tomorrow, but I'm on the other side of the studio. We have got an amazing craft vault coming up in the morning. Then we've got First Look, 12 Days of Christmas. I cannot wait. That's what I'm going home to craft with tonight. And then we have got Second Chance Sunday, one of my favourite shows of the week, rounding up some of the most incredible launches and deals that we've brought to you across that whole week. It will be myself and Craig tomorrow, all day long. It's going to be a cracking day. At 6 o'clock here, we do have our HSM preview coming up. Ben and Sarah coming in for that one, so it's going to be super exciting. But I hope you can join me back here bright and early again tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock UK time. It's been a fabulous day. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Like I say, I'm going to brave the rain to get home, but then straight in my craft room for me. Thank you so much for your company and your comments here today on Crafters TV, and I'll be seeing you again very soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.